All right, everybody. So we are going to attempt to play around with AutoGPT. So AutoGPT, it's been, if you've been following anybody on Twitter, you've been seeing some pretty cool demos. A lot of people have been talking about it. So wanted to see if we could kind of mess around with some of this. So basically what AutoGPT does is, actually, we'll just read from the GitHub here. AutoGPT is an experimental open source application showcasing the capabilities of the GPT-4 language model. This program, driven by GPT-4, chains together LLM's thoughts to autonomously achieve whatever goal you set. As one of the first examples of GPT-4 running autonomously, AutoGPT pushes the boundaries of what's possible with AI. So let's watch this video. So basically, they're creating their own AI called Chef GPT, and it wants to develop business with the goals of increasing the business's net worth. And it wanted to invent an original out-of-the-box recipe to suit a current event such as Easter, save the resulting recipe to a file, and then shut down upon achieving the goal. So now it's thinking, and it's basically working. And oh wow, it's pretty cool. It's kind of giving you the play-by-play. We'll link up to this link in the video too, so you guys can get a better, closer look. But it's giving you the play-by-play of like what it's reading and what it's doing, and like some next steps. And it's summarizing some of its findings. And wow, it's interesting because it's labeling them like thoughts, reasoning, criticisms, and this is just a command line prompt that we're looking at right now. So it is going to create a original recipe for Earth Day incorporating sustainability and eco-friendly ingredients. And it's still thinking. Oh wow. The Earth Day quinoa salad, and it's giving all the ingredients. And it's doing some more thinking. Anything else before this video ends? No. Okay. So, huge, popular open source project. It has hit 75,000 stars on GitHub already, and a new release has already been pushed 2 hours ago. So this is getting lots of heat, getting lots of attention. So basically, from my understanding, it uses the OpenAI API to more or less spin up multiple instances of GPT 3.5 and 4, depending on which one you pick, to solve these questions, and it figures out a way to talk to each other. I might be wrong, but that's my initial impressions. So I found two websites that do host some of the stuff. So before recording, I did have some issues with some of these, and because the API costs are probably really, really high depending on the task that you create, and so I can understand why they would want to scale some of these back. So let's see what we can do real quick and see if we could come up with anything. All right. So for this, we are going to call our agent vegan GPT. The previous example is making me think about food. I want to come up with a special vegan pizza or new mushroom. all about vegan pizza. I don't know if these are the right prompts, but let's spin it up. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it's making it's making a task list, which is pretty cool. So far we've got 3 different tasks, basically doing some research for us. I think it's funny that one of them is conduct taste test. And again, you can kind of start to see the potential with something like this as it's processing, adding tasks to your task list. All right, we're getting some answers in here. So let me see if I can sneak in here and take a look here. All right, so it's experimented with various plant-based ingredients, and here's my special vegan pizza recipe. So basically mushrooms, bell peppers, onions, black olives, artichoke hearts. It's a process on how to cook it. All right, I mean, it's something, right? So upon its taste tests, okay, it's refined it, and that's how I came up with some of those notes. And I've come up with the following. Let's see, did anything change? Some fresh basil, okay. Okay, we ran into our first API limitation, and I haven't put in my API key yet, and I just wanted to kind of play around with. Well, you kind of see that something interesting is going on here. You know, we weren't able to finish our task, but something's pretty interesting here. And I found this other one just because I thought the URL was hilarious, godmode.space, and they have some examples. So let's actually see if we could just steal one of those. We're going to go, it's a food theme. In which market should I launch my first vegan protein bar? Let's just try it out. All right, let's authenticate here. All right, we're back. We authenticated. And it created, looks like it gave me 3 tasks. So let's add all the tasks they suggested. And let's deploy the agent. Yeah. So, all right, looks like it's working. And it looks like we can give it some little tweaks and some little okay. So we're getting thoughts and reasoning. So it's going to do a Google search to find information in target markets and analyze competition in those markets. And yeah, let's approve the plan. Let's see. Wow, this is fascinating. Oh, wow. If this comes back with something useful, this will be pretty wild here. All right, so it's doing its market research and competitor analysis. Let's go ahead and let that roll. Gotta admit, I am fascinated to see. At least let's try to get one task done, because this might take a while to go through all of it. And it's doing stuff to the results here. Oh, let's choose a few potential markets based on our initial research and browse the website of each market to gather more information about the industry. All right. All right, so it is now executing on the picking of the markets. So it did the research, and now it's going to pick a couple of contenders for us. Okay, so now it wants to demographics. All right, I want to see some All right, well, we hit our usage limit, but I'll include the notes in the video if anybody wants to check these out and use at your own risk in adding your API keys. I don't know the source of some of these websites, so just take a look at them before you add your API key to anything. But something so interesting about this. So it's going to be fascinating to see what comes next. Thanks for taking a little trip with us, everybody.